Hello, this is Brad Orluck, Enterprise Solution Architect at Nintex. Thank you for joining me for a demonstration of the DEI solution. Nintex is the premier no-code intelligent process automation platform consisting of advanced workflow, DocGen, modern forms and apps, extensions, process intelligence, and machine intelligence and integration with RPA. Avanade, Nintex, and Blue Prism together will bring you a complete intelligent process automation solution. Our partners at Avanade have put together a fantastic solution known as the Document Entity Identifier and Extractor, or DEI. DEI is a machine learning cognitive service powered solution that lives in Microsoft Azure. DEI offers advanced optical character recognition, or OCR, document detection and classification, and text analytics services. DEI can be used in a number of different scenarios, from customer onboarding to competitive customer service engagements. Some additional use cases include application processes, such as customer and employee onboarding, loan origination, enrollments, document extractions around legal and finance scenarios, as well as capital markets and portfolio management. DEI is powered by advanced AI in Microsoft Azure. AI and intelligent process automation together, along with bots, can offer you a complete new client automation story. For this example, I would like to show you how a customer can fill out an advanced responsive Nintex form, upload required documents, and how Nintex can orchestrate the entire process from integration with a Blue Prism RPA bot and notifications, integrations with third-party systems, as well as Microsoft Office 365. This use case highlights intelligent new client automation. We will onboard a new customer in an intelligent fashion, integrate with Microsoft Dynamics CRM and OneDrive for Business, as well as a Blue Prism bot. Here we have a responsive Nintex form that an end user would be able to complete as an embedded form inside of customer's website. For the sake of the demonstration, I'm going to put in some dummy data. For the customer email and also the completion of this form, I will be taking on the persona of one Fabiana Marchand. Fabiana will go ahead and complete the form to start the KYC process. I will go ahead and select New Customer and upload the requisite customer identification documentation. For the demonstration, we will upload Fabiana's Swiss-issued driver's license. Now that the driver's license is attached to the form, I will accept the terms and go ahead and sign. Then click on Submit. After this ID has been uploaded, the Nintex workflow has started. This document was also uploaded to Azure Storage, and DEI is now ready to process this document. If we look at the resulting document scan, we can see that various areas of the document have been recognized. If we scroll down further, we'll see that specific areas such as date of birth, driver's license numbers, first name and last name have been extracted from the document, and it's been classified as a Swiss driving license. We've uploaded this document simultaneously to OneDrive for Business to make it very accessible by the business. Please note that this data is being shown to you for demonstration purposes only. This would not necessarily have to be shown back to the customer themselves. This would be an internal process only. Now, speaking of internal processes, as part of the onboarding process, there needs to be a verification of some of the data as part of the KYC check. So now we'll switch over to the role of one Richard Rowe. Richard Rowe is a banking officer that works for Cephalo Bancorp. We can see that Richard has access to a OneDrive for Business folder. If we refresh that folder, we now see the ID from the corresponding form submission has been saved back into the OneDrive folder. Additionally, Richard now has a task to verify the new account data. In addition to this verification, we see that the contacts inside of our CRM system do specify that one Fabiana Marchand already exists. So at this point, Richard needs to verify the data and decide what will happen next in the process. To do so, we will access a Nintex Workflow Cloud task via the Nintex mobile application. Now Richard will go ahead and open the Nintex mobile application on his iPad. Tasks that have been assigned to Richard show up in his task list. Notice, please verify new account is listed as a valid task. If I choose to respond to this task, I have several different options before me. I can decide whether or not this is a duplicate account, whether it's a new account, or if it's a miscellaneous issue. Each one of these choices has multiple options, as I'll show you inside of the workflow design interface later on. In this particular case, we would like to treat this as a proper new account. If I select new account, you'll see that the task response has been logged and stored in the outbox. Please keep in mind with the Nintex mobile app, the outbox does allow for cached submissions and responses to tasks and forms. This means if you're outside of cellular or Wi-Fi coverage areas, you would be able to interact with tasks and forms and simply have the task's response stored in the outbox until connectivity was restored. It's worth pointing out that the Nintex mobile app can be customized in a white label fashion, meaning you can change the look and feel and logos associated with the application for deployment with various mobile device management tools. With Richard having responded to the task, the new account is being spun up in two locations, as a proper account inside of Dynamics 365, as well as in a legacy system. Inside of Dynamics, we can navigate to Accounts and see that the new account has been created. To finalize the KYC check and spin up the account inside of our legacy system, which could be something like an AS400 mainframe, we'll navigate over to our remote desktop session where we can see that a notification has been submitted to our Blue Prism bot. The bot will parse the email, pull the attachment, and then optionally could integrate with other systems of record. Lastly, the bot could then pass the disposition of its activities back to the Nintex workflow using Nintex component workflows, which allow Nintex workflows to be accessed as a standard REST endpoint or via an OpenAPI Swagger definition. Notice that the new account information has been saved into text files, and the attachment metadata has been stored as well. Lastly, Fabiana sees an email sent to her letting her know that she's been onboarded as a new customer. In addition to that onboarding email, there is an attachment that leverages Nintex DocGen to create a customized PDF welcome letter. Now let's go ahead and show you how we created this workflow process. Navigating to the Nintex Workflow Cloud portal, we see DEI processing as a workflow that's listed. As you can see, there's a command bar along the top of the design interface. On the left-hand side, we have the various actions and activities that can be used inside of our workflow. And dead center, we have the design canvas with a start event and a completion event. In this particular scenario, we are instantiating the workflow with a form. But workflows can be started based on schedules, as component workflows by making that REST call, and also by activities happening in other systems of record, such as new records being created in Dynamics, Salesforce, files being added to OneDrive or Box. To show you how easy it is to modify these workflows and forms, I can simply click on the Form Start event and click on Design Form. We can see that this is an in-browser, full responsive design interface, where I can easily add new elements by simply dragging and dropping, and rearrange additional elements by simply dragging and dropping them. Each one of these controls can be configured by simply clicking on the control and completing the configuration dialog on the right-hand side. Keep in mind these are fully responsive forms and can be consumed in any modern browser or via Nintex Mobile. Anytime we create a form, variables inside the workflow are created for us automatically. We also notice that there's a beacon inside of this workflow. This beacon allows discrete business data and usage telemetry to be captured for reporting in Nintex Hawkeye. At Nintex, we believe if it's worth automating, it's worth measuring. If we expand out the branch by value, route by process type action set, we can see that there's two paths that this particular workflow can take. Please note that we went down the new customer path, and we tracked various pieces of information and saved data to OneDrive for Business. We performed our check inside of DEI, and then we integrated with systems of record such as Dynamics CRM. Additionally, we leveraged Nintex DocGen to create a customized welcome letter. You'll notice that we assigned a task to Richard easily by using the assign task action. Notice that all of the configuration fields are modifiable, and we have reminders and escalations built into these various tasks as well. In this particular scenario, we went down the path of new account, and we sent data to an RPA bot via an email notification. We also sent a notification to Fabiana welcoming her to the bank. If I wish to add any more functionality to this workflow, I can simply do so by dragging and dropping various activities to the workflow design canvas and configuring them as I see fit. I hope you found this scenario to be provocative. If you have any questions, please reach out to the Nintex and Avanade team. Thanks for watching.